Hey, so this video is a response to Evan Rock's video about the community he's trying to build in Hawaii. So this is kind of my autobiographical YouTube video that he asked us to send. If you want to see his video, I'm going to put it in the description below. So about me, my name is Ben Beeler. I'm a student at Willamette University. I'm an ultramarathon racer, and I'm an Ashtanga yogi, and I'm a high carb raw vegan. So when I was trying to conceptualize this video and what I was going to say, kind of wanted to think about what you were doing or what you're trying to do in Hawaii. And those two things are, first, build a community, and the second thing is build the community around health, around healthy food, around creating an environment where we can be wonderfully healthy. And I want to kind of speak about, I think, what's influenced me to want those exact same things for myself. So what's brought me here? Why do I seek community? What's up with that? So what I've kind of found, I think a lot of people kind of experience, is that when they go through the education system, it's almost kind of like a very alienating existence, especially when you get to high school, or at least it was for me. I was grade focused and athletics focused. I wanted to, run sub 4-minute mile and get straight A's, and I pushed hard to do both of those things, and I got one of them, and it wasn't the mile, but wasn't any happier for it. Didn't really connect well with the people in my class. I was more goal-oriented. I didn't have the same interests as them, and it didn't really work out for me. It wasn't. They weren't 4 very happy years. I mean, there were plenty of good stuff, but I wasn't digging it, and I also wasn't digging how I was feeling. I didn't feel good, and I was kind of eating the healthier version of the standard American diet, and just feeling really tired all the time, and always wanting something more for myself on both levels, because I've always felt that if I can be a happier person, healthier person, I can be a happier person, more active person, a more purposeful person. And cut gluten and dairy out of my diet in high school, and that was pretty radical for a lot of people. And then when I got to college, running on the team, I also discovered that meat and dairy weren't doing for my body what I wanted them to, and they weren't getting me to where I needed to be. And so almost 2 years ago now, I went to a whole foods plant-based diet, mostly raw, a program developed by Brendan Brazier called Thrive. And I was really digging that, got a lot of benefits, and was really happy with the results of that. But I felt like there was something more, and tried high-fat raw because I didn't know about high-carb raw, and because what it really comes down to is I didn't have the conception of eating fruit for a meal. So when I learned that, just 6 months ago, before my first ultramarathon, it was just amazing. It was everything I was looking for, and it made me feel so good, and I feel so much better now than I ever have, and my energy is so much more stable, and I don't feel as dehydrated, and clarity is incredible. And throughout this vegan journey, I've also become a better person, I think. It's changed the way I see the world. I believe now, instead of just being somebody who consumes resources in an inevitably unsustainable way, that I can live within my biological niche, that I can live ethically and non-violently with regard to the world and other beings as well. So it's been really exciting and eye-opening for me. But again, college kind of had the same things going on. Just felt like I was in this little isolated bubble, and everybody around me is eating animal products and not taking good care of their bodies. And I just, I look at them and they don't look healthy to me, and they don't look particularly happy. Um, and I want more than that. I want to be around people who are focusing on their health, so that they can be as the best people they can be, to be better people for everybody else. That's always been my dietary ethic, is that I feel responsible to eat the best I can, so I can be the best person I can be for other people, and everything else that enters my life. So I decided I was going to finish out college, and I'm going to finish out next December. But looking forward, I realized that in a northern climate, I can't get the best food possible. It's just not available, and if it is available, it's very expensive. And I've also realized that I don't want to, live in this isolated niche anymore. I want to live with people who value health like I do, and who have the same ethics now that I do, that want to be as environmentally responsible as they can be, and as kind as they can be, and to want to make something real. I'm interning now at an appraisal firm, and it's not the worst job. It's cool, and people in there are friendly, but what these people do is they work for banks, and they let the banks know if they think a place is being underdeveloped or overdeveloped, and they try to keep the market stable. And if we keep riding this capitalistic mindset, if we keep working in the system, it's all going to fall apart. There's nothing to it. It's just we keep on using resources in an unsustainable way. We keep on eating meat and dairy, and they're destroying our own bodies and our environment. And I feel like if I was just to enter this normal kind of world, I'd just be miserable, because it's like, I don't know, it's just riding some self-destructive wave out here, and I don't know if we'll ever be able to avoid it. I don't know if we can, but I feel like if we're going to avoid that, what we're going to do is we're going to start creating a sustainable food system. And it just happens that the most sustainable and the most healthful system, it can involve a lot of fruit. So that's really exciting. And that's what I want to do. That's what I've been thinking I want to do. I'd love to grow and develop, and kind of in the back of my mind, the issue has always been that in order to get into farming, you have to have the capital up front to invest in the land and the tools, etc. And coming out of college, I'm lucky I'm going to get out of private school with no debt, but certainly with no startup capital either. So I was, thinking like, geez, what am I going to do? Am I going to go back home to San Francisco and work for a couple of years and get it going? Make some extra cash and save up, and eventually move to Hawaii and maybe get something going. But then you created that video and saying that you're looking for people to come in and develop the land and create a community, and that's exactly what I'm looking for. It was really great seeing that, because I just thought to myself that if you have a dream, somebody else shares it, and that was a really powerful moment for me. And yeah, so my abilities. I've been to Farm Club a couple times, and I've kind of heard the basics about nitrogen fixation, and done some weeding, and I'm not a dummy out in the yard, but I certainly wouldn't advertise any of those skills. I will have a college degree, so that gives me a better chance of finding work in Hilo, which I'd like to do. And I guess a big selling point for me is that I'm very able-bodied, extremely flexible and fast and strong. Um, I'm an ultramarathon racer, not a runner. I'm very fit. I don't think I'll be doing that when I get to Hawaii too much, but I'm very able-bodied, and I'm very willing to put myself to the test and learn, because really what I want to see is, I think, what you want to see. I want to see the land you bought develop. I want to see fig trees of different varieties everywhere, and dragon fruits, and just all this abundance around, and a strong, intimate, communicative community. Um, that just makes it all worth it, and that would make it feel like I'm doing something meaningful in my life, and that I'm contributing, and that I'm living a life that's conducive to peace and harmony and all that good stuff. So hopefully you enjoyed this video, and if you want to learn more about me, you can look to my past YouTube videos. And I look forward to getting in contact with you. Alright, thanks.